India's television has long thrived on high-decibel rhetoric, but its coverage of this year's SCO summit in China showed just how far primetime narratives can drift from reality. For years, some of our favorite anchors built their brand on calling COVID-19 the Wuhan virus and painting China as the global incubator of disease. Segments regularly declared Beijing's economy to be on life support, its real estate sector collapsing, and its people unwilling to marry or have children. The formula was simple: bash China, mock Pakistan, and claim an Indian diplomatic win at every turn. Yet, when the best of our media reported from the SCO summit in China's Tianjin, the tone shifted drastically. Viewers saw futuristic robots, preserved architecture, and soft focus history lessons remarkably different from the usual primetime sniggers. I hate to be the critic who points out the hypocrisy because, in a way, I have not had a lot of tremendously positive things to say about China or India's frenemies over the years, but news media in the country made it their mission to warn audiences about viruses spilling out of China, who themselves had no masks on air while broadcasting from different cities and reporting from the streets. The real diplomatic picture is, as always, far more complex than the victory laps presented on TV. The SCO joint declaration did condemn the Pahalgam terror attack, which anchors trumpeted as a diplomatic win for India. But the same statement also condemned the Jafar Express attack in Balochistan, equating violence in India and Pakistan. Meanwhile, Russian President Vladimir Putin publicly reaffirmed his desire for deeper ties with Islamabad, and China's premier described Beijing's partnership with Pakistan as vital for regional peace and development. This duality is what Indian TV largely skipped. Instead, Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif became meme fodder, portrayed as bumbling with his earpiece or sprinting awkwardly towards Putin. Serious foreign policy analysis was reduced to troll level ridicule. The facts remain starker. India's trade deficit with China stands nearly $100 billion. Beijing has supplied weapons and intelligence to Pakistan, including in conflicts such as Operation Sindoor. And no major power, neither the US nor Russia or China, has officially labeled Pakistan a state sponsor of terror. Yet, viewers back home were told India had scored a major diplomatic win. Should real journalism demand nuance and recognition that China's economy does face genuine stress, but also that Beijing's global clout is in fact growing and growing at a much faster rate than ours? It requires acknowledging India's difficult balancing act between Moscow's drift towards Beijing, Pakistan's continued presence in multilateral forums, and Washington's expectations. Reducing foreign policy to catchphrases like dragon failing or diplomatic win may fill airtime, but it leaves the public blind to the real choices India must navigate. It's time to park the chest thumping and drama. Patriotism is fine, but it doesn't mean turning every bulletin into a war cry. Loving your country doesn't require hating someone else's. Chasing TRPs with flag waving and enemy bashing isn't journalism, it's just theater. Our real job, whether as anchors or creators, isn't to feed into outrage, it's to inform people with clarity and context.